Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys, I am going to be discussing the eBay SB Dunk Low Sense. I do have a pair in hand right here and I want to give kind of my thoughts on it to you guys and discuss the details of the shoe, everything about it, and kind of, you know, how it originated, things like that. So if you want more content like this, feel free to check my Instagrams, any of that down below in the description. I'm just going to go over this really quick. And if you want to get, you know, daily giveaways, daily under market deals, learn how to buy backdoors, you know, have botters run items for you to copy restocks and other things like that, feel free to check Hype Labs down below also and join our waitlist right there in the description. I'll leave it in the pinned comment also, but that's all it needs to be mentioned. We can help you start sourcing more, stocking up your resale game again. If you're interested, check that below. But let's get into discussing the eBay SB Dunk Low, and we could also help you get more of these. So first things first, when really getting into the eBay SB, as you guys can see, one of the main first details that I want to mention on the sneakers, you guys can see it is on both of them, but the original SB kind of heel tag that we have right there, I kind of noticed that and I thought that was a really cool detail. But really when looking into the majority of the shoe, you can see it's majority a patent kind of leather material, kind of like the patent bred ones, but except, you know, it's not that same color on, you know, any of these parts, but that kind of same, you know, shiny material, if you see what I'm saying. And you also have the three look-through parts of the sneaker. Look, 1, 2, and 3. So you have the three parts of the sneaker that are supposedly, you know, supposed to be cut through. And the reason that this whole idea of, I guess, the clear portions of the sneaker, the transparent portions, the reason they exist is because of Sandy BODECKER. Now, remember what he did with the original eBay SB? It's actually on the insole of one of the sneakers. You can kind of see maybe right there, but it is cut into a part right there, and it's actually cut into 3 parts if you kind of look further on the insole. Let me try and get a closer look at this. Maybe y'all can see that, but up by his toes, it's cut, and then in the center of the sneaker, and then also by the top of the sneaker. And the reason that they cut the only eBay SB that existed is because to keep it rare, basically make sure that Sandy BODECKER's foundation would be the only ones with the original eBay SB, and that anybody that kind of wanted, you know, to have something similar would get this pair. This is kind of like the retro based off it, the collector's edition, if that makes sense. There isn't like a special box pair or anything for this one, but that's what this one is based off. It is based off that original eBay SB idea, and that's how, you know, this one kind of came to life, is to, you know, I guess be based off that. So collectors can kind of have, you know, the second idea of it, not the original one since there's only one of those, but, you know, the one that is based off it. So again, looking into some other further details aside from the clear parts, the unique insoles, that is one of the unique insoles, and then the other one is actually Sandy BODECKER. Big guy. I mean, here, let me show you all this photo. I mean, yeah, you can clearly tell dude was pushing some weight. Shout out Sandy BODECKER. That would not be a dude I'd mess with right there. But aside from that basic fact, he put a lot of work in for SB, and what he did for Nike was a huge, you know, step in, I guess, the direction of Nike skateboarding, so obviously rest up to him. But I really like this retro. I love the idea that it's based off. I mean, I've told y'all this in multiple videos, multiple occasions, and you can also see, there you go, on the tongue tag where it's kind of clear and transparent there. But I've told y'all on multiple videos, on multiple occasions, I'm a fan of the shoe. I love the idea behind it. I really feel like it is a great SB. Like, them making an SB for this sneaker was a good step for SB, because it's like one of the origins and starting points for Nike SB. So them actually making something based off it was really cool to me, and I thought that was a really good step and a good idea for Nike. But one thing that is also on this sneaker that I've forgotten to show you all, I should have showed you all this earlier, but it is on both tongue tags. Both of them say this, but it says SB and then Nike SB Forever. So again, another really cool detail. You got the original SB tag as well. I mean, still, you know, you got the normal fat tongue that comes on SBs, because again, it's for skateboarding, so they do that to, you know, kind of support your ankle more. I believe that's what it is. I could be wrong, and I'm sorry if I am wrong. I do not skate SBs, but that's what I believe it is. So another thing right here, y'all can see again the kind of 3 portions of the sneaker that are cut through. Also kind of have this transparent portion on the bottom of the shoe. It isn't actually like, you know, that same material. It's just kind of, you know, like an icy sole in 3 parts, which is kind of cool. You know, they kind of changed it up, gave it a different look, and overall the shoe goes crazy. I mean, they did a great job. I mean, you got the red sole, kind of with, I guess, that icy blue portions, and then overall the whole sneaker on the top end is just very unique with 3 cut through portions. It would be hard to style this one, and I would say never wear this sneaker barefoot. Any of you, I mean, I know y'all probably aren't wearing your sneakers barefoot, but yeah, definitely don't do that with these. Nobody wants to see your toes. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, that's really what it is. And let me show you all the box as well. You can see the retail tag and all that on it, $130 or $129.95. There you can go. So shout out Jesse, appreciate the deal on these as always. You know, gave me the opportunity to make this video for you guys, and it's a really nice pair. I mean, again, this one stands out. I've always mentioned it as kind of a longer term hold. If you're someone that is interested in holding sneakers, collecting shoes that kind of go up in price, stuff like that, this is one of those. Just no doubt about it. You just think about what it's based off, you know, like everything that is behind it, and then just the idea that the sneaker is dope, and, you know, it kind of has some origins with SB and, you know, Sandy Bodecker, kind of like the start of that whole area. So that's why I think this one is as cool as it is. It's kind of iconic. That's why I like it. Even if some people think it's ugly, you can't ignore what's behind the shoe, what it means. Because there's some ugly shoes out there that go for a lot of money, but, you know, since they mean something, they go for so much. And this is one of those, you know. It's not as ugly as some of those other ones, but definitely one of those ones that can go up. So for those of you that do want to look into the sneaker as a whole, why don't we discuss that right now? Right, I'll just hop straight into it and make like a screen recording or something. All right, so I just started my phone screen recording. You guys can see, all right, I'm gonna move over so kind of we get a better angle. But right now, looking at the prices for the Sandy Bodecker lows, y'all can see it's kind of between a range of 180 to 220, with the bigger sizes going for more. That's really what's expected. I got a size 9 right here. Again, going for under 200. I don't think that's gonna last very long. I mean, remember when I was talking about the Why So Sad SBs, and the bigger sizes kind of stayed at like, you know, 210, 220, and then eventually now they're towards 300. They're at like 280, 270. So that's a high bag, you know, a high amount for, you know, one pair of SBs, and it's only going to go higher. And that's how I feel about some of these sizes we see right now, like sizes 9, sizes 8.5, sizes 9.5. Those are sizes that should not be under $200, but they are. So that's just one of those things that I peep it now, and the main reason that it is lower in price now is because there's more stock and more pairs kind of circulating out there. So once people forget about these a little bit, once kind of, you know, more of the kind of quick sellers sell their pairs off, these ones are going to go up in value. I can say zero doubt about that. I mean, look how this one, you know, in terms of sales, 500 sales in 3 days. That's very good for eBay. Not for eBay SB, but just for a Nike SB on StockX. Those are some good sales. I think the Waso sats, when they were rising, had like 350 sales in 3 days. So seeing these already probably with less stock, or right about the same, I'd say. You know, that'd be fair to say, probably about the same stock. Waso sats actually may have a little bit more at this point with the shock drop and other stuff that they have done. But still, again, I see these ones rising. It's not a very hard call to me. I mean, most of these ones are pretty undervalued in my opinion, just again, since it is a very iconic SB, and just with the whole idea of what it's based off. I mean, we can't ignore this. We cannot ignore the shoe. We have to give some credit where it is due. So again, that's pretty much all I have to mention. And for those of you that are looking at the screen recording right now and are like, Tristan, so what do you think these will go up to? How long do you think it'll take these to rise? And my main point with holding these shoes, I want y'all to hear me out on this. The main reason and only reason you should hold this shoe is if you are willing to wait. If you are not willing to wait at least like 10 months, 12 months, like maybe even a little bit longer than that, to be honest, if you want to see some serious results on this shoe, let's say you bought bulk and you want to hold, you're going to have to wait more than a year. So if you're willing to be patient, yeah, hold these, because it's one of those shoes that will be $350 in a year, will be $300 in a year. I can almost say zero doubt about that, because people are going to remember these and be like, oh yeah, these were pretty iconic. These were cool. I remember when they were $180, $200. Yeah, not anymore, buddy. That's really how it is. So I'm on the screen recording right there. You can see some Discord noties going off and stuff like that. So that's all that needs to be mentioned. Again, if you want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below, feel free. Also, feel free to check out Hype Labs if y'all want to kind of join a group that can help you hit more pairs of, you know, sneakers, stuff like that. One of our botters that we recently added hit 8 pairs of the Waso sads on the shock drop. So we got people that are very well connected in what they do, and we can also teach you how to buy daily under market deals. Great backdoors we have coming up, clothing and sneaker ones. Clothing flips are slept on. I don't know why, but you can make so much money off clothing. I'm like talking hundreds of dollars off of one hoodie, and people sleep on that. So don't do that. But that's all I need to say. I gotta go ship some stuff right now, so that is gonna be my plan. That's what I'm gonna do today. I gotta pack stuff, gotta mail stuff, gotta edit this video. Pretty much a work day, but I'll see you all in the next video. I'm Tristan. Appreciate you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the eBay SB dunk low down below. Almost butchered that, but yeah, overall, very interesting dunk. Big fan of it. So hopefully I will catch you on the next video soon, and see you then. I'm Tristan, and peace.